If I could talk to my 17-year-old self, man, there'd be so much that I wish I could tell him. Crazy. A lot could happen. It's been maybe 8 years since I was 17. And in these 8 years, it's been quite the journey. Okay? When I was 17, I was insanely ambitious. I wanted it all. Why did I want it all? Because I had a family. I had younger siblings that I wish I could give the world to. And there was no one here to save us. I wanted it all because I wanted it to give it to my family. Okay? So it gave me a very burning desire to make something of myself in this life. Not because I wanted to, but because I felt that I had to. Okay? So being a 17-year-old at the time and being so ambitious, there was a lot of pressure that I put on myself. And I'm sure a lot of you guys can relate. Everyone wants to be something. Everybody wants to be somebody. Everybody wants to take care of their family. Everyone wants to build a family, all these things. And when you're 17, it's an insane amount of pressure to put on yourself because you feel like you need it now. And life doesn't work like that always. Since I've been 17, I was looking for a million ways to get rich. And I wanted it fast. I needed it fast. That's everybody right now. The internet's fast. Life is fast. Everything's fast. Success isn't always the same way. So it's an insane amount of pressure to want, and not even want, but need it fast, and to not be able to get it. So when I was 17, I might have thought that I could just get it right away because I needed it right away. But 8 years later, that wasn't the case. It took time. It's taken time. But I'm a lot further than where I started. And if I could tell my 17-year-old self that the destination was never what I thought that it was going to be, and there's more value on the journey and in the work that you do in those early years than there is ever in the goal. You become the person that you need to be on your journey. And so even though we want it now, we want it fast, we see all these people getting rich quick. That's just not real, bro. That's not real. Is it possible to make a lot of money in a small amount of time? Absolutely. Can you be born and then one day you just do it? No. Even if someone does make something happen and it might seem like they're making that quick money real quick, doing something really quick, it's like sometimes it takes time, years to become the person that's able to do that. It takes time. But if you work hard and you keep chasing and grinding and building yourself into the person that you want to become, you will get to a variation of that. Will it be exactly what you thought it was? Most likely not. I could have never imagined when I was 16 years old, living in a small border town, that I would live in New York City, doing photography with celebrities and riding in Sprinter vans and going all over the city doing shoots with these freaking celebrities and working with models and designing jewelry and doing all these things. I could have never imagined any of these things. But if I could tell my younger self, I would simply just reassure myself that it's like you're on the path that you need to be on. Because the things that I wanted when I was 16, 17, I couldn't even have predicted today. And if I got those things, oh man, like I'm so glad that I got these things because this is what was almost like, it was a crazier adventure. Because if I would have gotten those things, maybe I'd just own like 3 barbershops, 4 barbershops or something, and just like that would be life, and I'd be, no, there was a whole adventure in the world waiting for me, and there was things to do, and there was memories to make, and there was things to design, there was art to create. When I was 17, I was operating out of survival mode. I just wanted it now. I needed to make money now. But that was not my life calling. I've been called to make art, to create. That's what I love. I love to create. I'm an artist, bro. It's like, but that pressure of wanting it now, if I could go back and tell my younger self, I would tell myself that it's gonna take time. And enjoy the process, enjoy the journey, enjoy every minute of it, because you will never get these minutes back. Never. Don't worry so much about the future. It's coming. It's coming. And I promise you, it's not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. It's a whole different thing. You couldn't even imagine this, bro. You can't. But I appreciate my younger version's ambition and the fire that I had. I appreciate it. But it's a lot of pressure for a young person in the world. I wouldn't go back and change it. I wouldn't go back and change any of these things because it helped me get to where I was going. But I would love to reassure my younger version of myself that it's going to be okay. And I'm sure I can, make this video 10 years from now, and my 35-year-old self could be talking to my 25-year-old self, and it'll tell me probably the same thing, maybe some different things. You can't predict what's to come in your life, but just know that it's for you. And there's lessons for you, and most of these lessons happen along the way. So even though you want it now, and I wanted it fast, and I needed it, that was not it for me. That was not what needed to happen, If I would have got everything that I wanted when I was 17 years old, I would have missed out on the journey. I would have missed out on becoming the man that I needed to become and the man that I'm becoming. So I would tell my younger self, don't try to speed run the process, because the process is what's going to make you great. All the work that you do when no one's watching, the things you do behind closed doors, the standards that you hold yourself to, all of these things, even when you can't see the results of your work because you're in it, just know that these things are going to get you where you have to go. So enjoy the process, because it will fly by quick. When I was 17, a year felt like insane to me. Now that I'm a little bit older, I realize, you could blink and a year might just fly by. So use every single day and appreciate every single day and enjoy the journey, because you will never be that age again. And you might just never be that ambitious again either. You know what I mean? It's like, it's a different type of hunger when you're that age and you're constantly seeing all these things and you just want it for your family. It's a different type of hunger. But you're doing great. And keep pushing. Keep doing, everything you're doing. Because if I could tell my younger self, I know how much work has been done behind closed doors. Respect, bro. You're on a dope trajectory. Keep going. And I'm sure you should tell yourself that too as well. Because, we're very hard on ourselves, and we're constantly looking at life, and we're constantly looking at all these things that we want. I encourage you to take a step back and look at, think about your 17-year-old self. Think about where you were. And if you're currently 17, think about where you want to go. But I promise you, if you're doing everything you can to live a fulfilling life, it doesn't have to be career. For me, I'm an ambitious person. I tend to lean in that way a little bit. But whatever you want to do in this life, it's like if you're 17 and you want to do it, go do it. But enjoy the process of it. Because the end goal might not just be what you think it is. And the chances that you can actually predict what you're going to actually end up with is like really slim. But go on that adventure. Take that risk. Follow your journey and follow your path that you're destined to be on. And if you don't know what that is, just start walking. You'll figure it out along the way. But enjoy the process. Learn from the process. And you will be just fine.